3, 2.
And we're back. I'm your host. Look at that beautiful backdrop. We're not talking about you, okay? Not you, all right?
You never talk about me. Well,
I do. I always ask
Actually-
Carlene. I say,
actually,
how's the guy doing? What's his
Yeah.
name again? Oh, it's Robert.
I come up in every show.
Yeah,
Somehow.
yeah. Somehow.
Somehow. I like that.
Carlene, how is that guy? What's his name? Right?
I'm like the invisible guy that just is mentioned and people go, he doesn't really exist.
Folks, I'm glad
And
that.
poof,
There you are.
I'm here.
Could you chill just a second?
Sorry. Oh, the
Can I
cards.
let people know you're here?
We need more cards.
Okay. Folks, I'm glad to have Robert Ferguson. Happy to have him here this morning. We're going to be talking about men's health. We can see in the backdrop. AdvoCare, we build champions, the 24-day challenge at Stay Active LJ. We got a beautiful backdrop. Robert, thanks for coming by. Carlene couldn't be here this morning. First, before we start talking about men's health, we were looking through some things this morning, and we need you to explain this.
Oh, no.
Okay, could you put this up for me? We need you to explain this, Robert. We need you to explain this. Let me know let's watch.
I may need another sip of Spark just to concentrate.
Well, tell me when. Robert, can you explain that to the audience? Robert, can you explain this? Sir? Top hat? Really, Robert? Top hat?
Well played.
What
my
was
friend.
this? What
Well
year?
played.
Okay,
Good
take
call.
that off, huh?
Yeah, well played. That was
Don't blame me. You know who you got to talk.
that was me in rock star mode. Very in love with the love of my life.
I seen
For
that.
many years.
I seen that yesterday. I said I can't wait to use that one. We're gonna.
Funny story. When I first met her, I
Yes.
was on stage playing in a band in college. Long hair, right? Cross in my ear, doing the whole 80s. It was the 80s, you know? So I look out. in the
You're not
audience.
doing like Twisted Sister. We're not going to take it, are you?
No,
What kind of?
I was more of a top 40 guy. I mean,
All right.
even though that hit the top 40, I was
Okay.
more of a Journey, Boston, Foreigner
Okay.
type guy. So, so I look out in the audience, and there's this girl standing there, lady. I thought, red dress on, and I thought she's the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen in my life. And love.
Oh,
at
it's a
first
love
sight.
story.
See here, we've got
Is this what you're going to do to this
You brought it
segment?
up, and so when I got off stage, I thought she's never going to talk to me. She's probably 27 years old. Wait, I was a freshman in college, right? Got off stage. She said hi. I started talking. She was 17. Dated for 6 years. Now we have 4 kids. The last one's going to college. Where'd the time go? But it truly was. When you talk about love at first sight, it truly was love at first sight.
I noticed you glossed completely over the top hat. Really, really.
I
I knew guys like you.
I tried to go away from the top hat, but you've brought it back. So
Huh?
yeah, that was fun. That was prom.
I hear you.
That was her prom.
I don't want to ask you the prom theme. We may get into something. Just saying, Stairway to Heaven. Remember the day? No, I'm not going to tell you what year it was.
Oh man.
I remember the prom committee, okay, and they were working so hard, and the biggest decision they had to make was prom theme.
The theme.
Yes, the prom theme.
And the song.
Yes, and so ours had to be Stairway to Heaven. And we had this stairway that was built like this, and it was all decorated, and at the top, and you walk to the top, and that's where they took your picture.
Well,
Anyway.
at least you remember that. A lot of people don't remember that at this point. They're like, I don't know what the prom theme was.
Well, it's the
They showed
spark.
up for 5. There you go.
mental
And-
awareness. It's the spark.
And hence we follow the script and segue to men's health. You got
This is
Cherry.
my favorite,
Let me
Cherry.
tell you, Cherry's
But
rocking it.
you know what? The kids keep taking all of my spark. Cole comes in here. Oh, I like spark. Carla comes in here. Carla comes in here yesterday, and she says, "Oh, I need some spark." They're all like, "I need spark." Oh, this is not a community spark.
Cherry,
Who? Lonnie got some spark.
Cherry Spark, they rocked it. They reformulated this with a better taste, and this has become my favorite, especially in the morning. I love the Cherry
love
Spark.
Cherry Spark.
And now we have Blue Raspberry coming out. He's holding up a mango strawberry stick pack there. And, you know, I have been drinking this for 17, that's been my go-to every morning and afternoon for 17 years, Spark. 17 years.
Listen,
Every day.
I'm not anti, because I want to be careful with this. I'm not anti-coffee, because I do think that, you know, there's still, I'm not going to say that people don't like a warm cup of coffee in the evening, reading a book or something. So I'm not going to go that if you have a cup of coffee, it's that bad. But I will say, at this time in the morning, 8:40, I was brewing my second pot, and I'm the only one drinking it.
You know,
and I don't even brew coffee anymore.
Right. You know my background in audio. I grew up, I mean, I lived
Started
in,
with a top hat. I
lived-
can't
well,
start. You know
I
my
started with a top
background.
hat.
Yeah, a band. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
go ahead. Go with the
No,
yeah.
I was living in studios, you know, from
Right.
college and rehearsal rooms from college on, and I didn't have Spark in the '80s, so I was coffee and the strongest tea you could drink to keep going all night long to record this stuff that I was doing back in the day, and learning my trade that I've done for my whole life, so when Spark came into my life, it wasn't that I was anti-coffee. It was just, but I was addicted to diet soda, big time. I mean, from the moment I woke up, I was drinking diet soda till I went to bed, and then I, just like you, brewing coffee all the time, just to, you know, keep that energy level up. But Spark has been a game changer for me. But I'm not anti-coffee. I don't like the taste anymore.
Well-
Wait, let me tell you something. My mom, 83, wakes up in the morning for 17 years, drinks her grape Spark. Her favorite is grape. So she tells me, tell them not to run out of grape Spark. She drinks her grape Spark, takes her catalyst. She's 83 years old, and then she'll brew her some decaf coffee because she likes the taste, and she likes to sit there and have a cup of coffee. So, you know,
Reading a book and a cup of coffee. I keep decaf, and I don't brew a pot. I have a 1-cup system, and I keep decaf. And having a cup of coffee, decaf, 7 o'clock at night, reading a book is relaxing. So, but the Spark. Let me say this: I don't want to misuse the word as a stimulant, because I'm not using it that way. But before Spark, coffee and candy bars and things of that nature, to me, are false stimulants. They're things that we feel stimulate us in the right way. They do stimulate, but really, I was going in at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and grabbing with my schedule and saying, man, the best, you know what I like? I like the stores that had a candy bar that said 3 for $1, and I didn't care what it was. If it's chocolate, I picked up 3 of them, regardless if it's chocolate, because it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
I needed a candy bar to get me through it. I actually say that.
Yeah.
1 in the morning, I'm doing 1 in the morning. Now, my Spark is in here because I keep it nice and cold, so I do 1 in the morning. I do my breakfast shake. I do my core pack, my pack. I don't use the core. I want to know about that. But I use the, I have them here somewhere. But, well, I already did my breakfast, the MNSE.
Yeah.
And this is because Carlene told me this is what I'm supposed to do. And until
you're
Carlene tells
doing
me,
great.
until Carlene tells me to do something else, this is where I'm staying.
I'm officially, I can say, 50 pounds lost, and I hear from last week's segment, we're visioning 75, so we can talk about that.
I think we'll go with, I think that's where I would like to be. Let's go by the end of the year 65. That would be
That's a
nice.
great
I'm gonna
goal.
stay 65.
But since we're talking
Back
about
to you,
men's-
Phil.
Since we're talking about men's health, why is Spark? Why do we drink Spark? Spark is different because it's a mental focus drink. It's not an energy drink.
Thank you.
It's sugar free, so you don't get that spike in energy. You get a steady energy that wakes your mind up. It was really designed to wake up your mind, to give you that mental focus you need for 4 or 5 hours, so you don't have that crash. Whereas with other stuff,
Do you know how many jokes on the other side of that camera where I'm concerned is going on right now?
Let's go back to the top hat.
No, there's people over there saying, yeah, mental health, mental this, mental that. They're having fun with this with me. But go ahead.
But you get that mental focus and you don't get that crash because the ingredients of Spark, the vitamins, the amino acids, they wake up your mind so you feel alert and so you have more energy and then you can keep going steady and you get the crash doesn't happen. You just steadily, it lasts for about 4 or 5 hours for most people. And then for me, and a lot of guys too, you get that afternoon lull. You know, especially if you're sitting at an office, or if whatever you're doing, if you're out, installing the natural gas lines. Everybody needs energy to keep them going, and they're usually doing something, drinking something or taking something to help them to keep going. And for me, it's that 3 o'clock lull.
I was
man.
just getting ready to say
you
between 2 and 3, I'm just out.
So I've called this my nap in a packet for a long time. I drink it and I'm good to go, and just keep going. You get that steady energy.
Let me ask you something, because Carlene and I have talked many weeks with viewers and people that we work with. And don't forget, if you'd like to find out more about the 24-day AdvoCare Challenge, or you want to go over and see Robert or Carlene, you can go over to Stay Active LJ. That's right over here on Industrial Drive. They're over there. I've been saying every week to get in touch with them. You can go over there, but make sure you tell them that Fetch Your News, we sent you over there. Fetch Your News, FYN TV, it doesn't matter. Tell them we sent you over there. But Stay Active LJ, they will work with you. AdvoCare, we have a button on fetchyournews.com at the top. You can go click on that to find out more information, and we'll help you any way we can. Robert, let me say this. Carlene and I have talked every week for getting close to a year now. We have struggled. Carlene and I talk about our struggles with weight, our struggle with maintaining weight, diet, and so forth. You've not had those kind of challenges. You've not really dealt with that as much as like Carlene and I. So why the supplements, the meal bar, the Spark? Why do you do it? Just point blank.
You know, that's a good question. And 17 years ago, I was gaining weight for the first time. I was a 3-sport athlete in high school, continued running through college, not as much, but when I hit my early 30s, I was, again, still in the studio, not sleeping really well because of the job that I was doing at the time. I was eating a lot of fast food, and I was drinking a lot of Diet Coke and soda. So for me, I was putting weight on for the first time. I was popping the buttons and going to the next size, but I was keeping the other sizes, you know how we do in the closet.
Right.
So as a guy, that was frustrating to me, but I didn't talk about it a lot. It was just the way it was. And a lot of people just get to the point where they think that that's just the way it has to be, that that's the way we are, but that's not the way it has to be. The blessing for me is that when I gained that 25 pounds and I was popping out of the jeans that I didn't want to pop out of, I didn't want to go to that next size, AdvoCare came into our lives. And Carlene was praying for an answer, and she got started on the products, and she influenced me because she felt so good to take the products, and I wanted to support her. I had no idea what was going to happen. That had no idea, and just knew that she was looking for something that was going to help her. She felt great. She knew this was going to work, and I, as a result, lost 25 pounds in 3 pant sizes. Well, and I've been in the same size jeans for 17 years. And yes, we're active, and we do exercise, and we hike, and we kayak, and I want to talk a little bit about that. But I've taken these products for 17 years to help me to have better health as a man, to maintain that weight, and it's helped us to eat better. And then all of that stuff put together is the Stay Active LJ stuff that we're talking about. You can't just take stuff. Now this will help you change, and it'll help you change your appetite.
I agree with that.
And the way you eat, but that has to happen. We've got to be mindful of what we're eating, and we've got to get our heart rate up. We've got to exercise, whether it's walking to start, jogging, kayaking, hiking, whatever it is we can do to get our metabolism up and get good nutritional supplements in our body and good nutrition, which is the food we eat. This doesn't replace that, although I do eat this most every morning.
Let me ask you just 2 quick things. One, AdvoCare, a lot of stuff we see on TV, they immediately discuss weight loss. Now, although Robert's correct, and I'm experiencing that myself, weight loss, obviously that's my goals, but if you're out there and you're not really struggling with your weight, you still need to be concerned with your health.
Absolutely.
So you can't look at this. You'll see other products that say, hey, get into your, prom suit by, in 14 days, or, lose 10 pounds in 14 days and go to the prom. And, and we'll show you how to do that. That's not what this is. This is healthy, regardless of your size, your weight. You may be wearing the same jeans, but you need to do something for your health.
You know, my goal now in Advocare and the things that Carlene and I are involved in, and I've talked to a lot of guys my age and older, is to help people to be more active longer. I'm 52 years old. We're very active.
Wow, you're old.
We're busy. You're busy. And if
Well, I'm not 52. Well, that could be a lie, folks. We will discuss that later.
if somebody needs to
Could
lose
be a
10
flat-out
pounds
lie.
or 100 pounds, that's going to help them to feel better. It's going to hopefully, and I'm not going to claim this, but it can hopefully let them live on this planet longer before they go away. And so my goal is to help people who are young to start eating right, to be mindful of exercise, so that they don't get in that situation.
Don't
Maybe
wait.
they don't gain that weight.
Don't wait.
And
I
when
agree.
they hit that middle age, and then help them stay healthy. And then our age, and the 60s and 70s and 80s, like my mom, 83, is to help us to have a better nutritional life, and also so that we can be here longer and do more stuff. When I'm 83 and my mom's age, I want to be doing the stuff that she's doing. I don't want to be a burden to someone. I'd like to be kayaking and hiking and walking and running and jogging when I'm in my 80s. And so if we can help people do that and think now about that, or if they're already that age, help them change some things so that they can have a better lifestyle, a better quality of life, and stay active longer in their life so that they can do more, with their grandkids or travel, go someplace that they always dreamed that they could go. But maybe weight is an issue that holds them back from that, or maybe it's just they don't feel good.
I can agree with that. Let me ask you a question. We're running out of time, and I wanted a couple things I want to cover.
We'd go for longer, actually, if you wanted to. It's up to you. We could do all day.
Okay, all right
Just
already.
show.
All right already. I'm looking here. See, Advocare has several nutrition systems, and they are scientifically formulated with doctors involved. Now, mine is for energy, okay? And this is, Carlene has me on this because of my schedule. This supplement the E is energy, and this is, why do you take the core?
Okay, that's a great question.
Yeah.
There's 3 systems, MNSE, C, and 3.
Right.
These are different in that they have different levels of energy and different appetite controls. And so this is great for somebody who's getting started. They want to lose weight. They want their energy level up. All right. I took this for many, many years. But when this came out, I was already, this is a product that doesn't boost your energy, but it has a lot of anti-inflammatory ingredients in it. It has a heart health pill, CoQ10, which a lot of doctors are recommending people take. It's got your multi-mineral vitamin just like this, and the omegas, all the core wellness products. I was already taking 2 of these products separately, so when this came out, it just packaged that all together. I get my energy from Spark in the morning and the afternoon, and then I take this for the wellness, and this just helps the aches and pains that I was having in my knees and my hip, and it helps to maintain that and help it to be better so that I can be more active. And it has all the other wellness ingredients, lots of calcium that people need, especially baby boomers, our age and up, really need the nutritional support that this provides, along with wise food decisions, right? Getting out of the drive-through, maybe hitting the salad bar a little bit. I know you love the salad bar, and so do I. And it's not like we have to eat like squirrels, which people have told me. We just eat smarter,
Well, I will say this: with this here, I don't go without eating.
Yeah,
It's just I'll call it a managed, balanced, but I don't go without eating. And from time to time, people say, well, I can't have this and I can't have that. Well, you know what? You just have to be real with yourself. Okay, if you're going to go over and you are going to have a steak, okay, you're going to have a steak. The world doesn't end. I've lost right up to 50 pounds, and within the last 7 months, I probably eat 1 steak a month. At least I go with steak.
I love steak.
But guess what I don't have? I don't eat the loaf of bread and tell them to bring me back more.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I don't. So those are the things.
Wise
that,
decisions.
right. So that's
Trust me,
exactly
I love
right.
steak.
But yeah, right. But you don't. You go somewhere and they bring out this great, nice, hot loaf of bread and
Yeah.
butter, and you're there for the steak. And can I have 3 more? Keep the bread coming.
Right.
That you might have to cut that back and make sensible choices. Robert, what else concerning men's health did you wanted to discuss? You have your.
Yeah, I mean, the meal bar, this is a meal replacement bar. I generally eat this in the morning, or the meal replacement shake, simply because it's easy. We're getting up, we're active, we're going over to Stay Active LJ, getting that open, or Carlene's coming and doing the show, and it's just easier. But it gives you the full nutritional support that you need in the morning. High protein, a good source of protein, along with the core. But somebody could make eggs in the morning. I just don't take the time to do that. Or have a smart choice for food. And as far as men's health, we live in a community, and I know you and Carlene talked about this a lot, but I haven't gotten to talk to you about it. We live in a community that Carlene and you love to call the, North Georgia's outdoor playground.
Yes.
We have so many things that people can be involved in here. I was talking to a gentleman the other day who's lived here most of his life. And this was me 10, 15 years ago. And he'd never hiked any of the trails up here. And I said, we're going to get you out on some of the trails because you need to go see Long Creek Falls. You need to see some of these places that our community has to offer that can get you out and, yes, be active, but you need to see the things that our community has to offer as far as if you're a mountain biker, great. We have some of the best trails in the world. Hiking, we have some of the most beautiful places that people can visit. We're the start of the AT, the Appalachian Trail.
Right.
Some people don't know that who live here. We want to help people, and I want to help men to get out, enjoy the outdoors that we have in North Georgia's outdoor playground, and to enjoy the things that we have here in our community that people don't take advantage of and don't enjoy. And that's a sad thing to me if somebody hasn't gone out and enjoyed our beautiful community. The way it should
We
be
have so
enjoyed.
many things outdoors, and I like that. Stay active, LJ, because we have so many things. There's no reason you need to be stuck in the house. It's
Right.
just there's no reason. I want to say on this
meal bar.
the meal bar. My use for that is to make sure I have my meal. My schedule, because it's very important to have your meal. You got to break the fast in the morning. You can't run along and then all of a sudden try to eat breakfast at 10. Your body's already said, oh my God, I'm starving to death.
Exactly.
All right, so you've got to have that breakfast. Then if I got to shoot out of here and I've got to go to Union or Dawson or Atlanta or wherever I got to go, and next thing I know I don't have time, I'm 30 minutes late for a meeting, I reach in and I get this and I stay with my meal so that way I can maintain a schedule.
Yeah.
And that's important.
You don't want your body to go into starvation mode because then
Exactly.
you're making bad choices. When you
Right.
your body is you're going to stop and have the Snickers or whatever. And I wanna
The
say
flashing
something.
neon lights, man. McDonald's on the
Right.
Whew.
That was me. I mean,
Yes.
that was just my go-to. But I want to say something. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Man to man, and you're always a pleasure to be with. We kid around a lot. We have a lot of fun.
You do know people watch.
Yes. But I'm really proud of your decisions and what you've done in the last year. I really love you and Carlene doing this together and helping people because that's really that's the main thing. We love Advocare and people use Advocare and that's awesome. But the bottom line is, and the backstory is, we want to help people to be healthy. And we just want to help make a difference in our community. And you're making a difference every day in what you do. And you've made a difference in your health. And I'm really proud of you for that. Really.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I've enjoyed having you on today. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to cancel your segment and go back to Carlene next week. I
Okay.
hate it for
Well,
you,
it's
but
okay.
we have to.
She is prettier.
Huh?
She was pretty from the very beginning.
And I like.
From
She
prom
doesn't.
on.
No, you know what I like is with her. She never knows where I'm going, and she just will go like this, and just like, "What are you gonna do?" And she just laughs half the time. So I love to give her
You
a
guys
hard
have a
time.
great time. I love watching you. I'll sit there and watch before I've got to get going with my.
Tell people where the
stuff.
new store is and what they can come over there and find and see, and how to get in touch with you over there.
We are just a mile from here. We're right at 1215 Industrial Boulevard, right on the river, across from Hardee's. And a lot of people pass by there. We'd love for you to stop in. We're Stay Active LJ. Our goal is to help people use smart we feel like the best nutritional supplements to fill in those gaps.
I agree.
Help people to make wiser food choices through Carlene's nutritional counseling. She's already got several people meeting with her. We also have a chiropractor, Dr. Mark Gifford, and his wife Sherry is there most of the day. And he's a Gilmer High School teacher. So he's there in the afternoon and Saturdays. He's got a great reputation. And then we have a sports massage therapist coming in and starting this week. Her name is Norma Rinker, and she has an incredible reputation for massage. So we're offering all that. We have maps up of all the trails around. We can help people. A lady dropped in the other day and she was lost, and we helped her find where she needed to go. And so we can help people go kayaking. We're doing some hiking this fall. We're planning hiking trips to get people out and enjoy North Georgia's outdoor playground.
So if they stop by from AdvoCare products to massage to everything you need to also telling everybody and helping them what they can do around the neighborhood.
Right.
Everything.
And the other fun thing is at 8 o'clock every morning till 9, we're doing a Spark Bar where you can come in, get your favorite flavor of Spark, maybe try the new blue raspberry that just came out this week, 10 flavors, and we'll sit around and you know what we'll do? We'll just talk and dream and get to know each other and maybe plan a hike that somebody wants to do.
A Spark Bar. That's
non-alcoholic.
That's what I need to go to, a Spark Bar.
But there is a bar where we can sit, or we can go out on the back deck and enjoy the geese who are out in the river and enjoy that beautiful river that's behind that building. So,
Well, I do like my Spark, and I thank you for your kind words, and I appreciate you and Carlene. And don't forget, folks, Stay Active LJ, and also the 24-day challenge. If you want to find out more about the 24-day challenge or any AdvoCare products, you can get in touch with us at fetchyournews.com. We got a button at the top of the screen that says AdvoCare. And if you go over to Stay Active LJ, tell them that Fetch Your News sent you over there. And don't forget, Carlene will be more than glad to help you out. You can text her those pictures of your meal and say, is this okay? And she will text you back and say, you better have made that with coconut oil or whatever.
I've seen those texts.
Yeah,
It
so
works.
we thank you, Robert. Thank you for coming by. Men's health, it's important, folks. And when we come back, we're going to have George in here. And we might talk a little politics. I think politics is a sport. I think I need a massage. I think I need.
I saw some of this morning. I
Yeah.
think your metabolism
Yeah.
is up.
Take us to break there, Cole. Where's Lonnie at? Take us to break.